Tsport Toyota Corolla. In this case it's my 2003 model. So if you want to have an inspection of these, you can have a look at them just through the passenger side wheel arch. So if you have a look in there, you can check whether they've been done or not. And if you're finding that downshifts are a little bit sloppy, or that you're having difficulty in finding reverse, then this is an upgrade that's definitely worth doing. So you can buy a kit like this online for about 30 quid or so. And in this case I'm going to use Polybushes for replacement bushes. You can buy brass ones as well, but there's not a whole lot of difference in the price, and these seemed nicely made. So in this kit you get a piece of sandpaper for sanding down the pins, you get 2 C clamps like that, and you get 2 R clips that hold it all in place. So the bushes themselves are nicely machined, and in my case anyway I found them to be a really good fit, and would recommend this particular brand from a company called BRD. Start off by prising this clip out of the center pin, and once this clip is off you can slide both pieces apart here like so, and once it's apart you can prise out the bush from its holder. Once you take the pin off, there's also a washer that comes off, so just put that somewhere to the side, and this is the actual bush that comes out. So it's not held in that tightly. I mean, you can just pry it out with your fingers. I thought maybe you need a pry bar or pliers or something, but it comes out relatively easy. With the bush now removed, you can see where the new one has to go into place. So get your new bush and just push it into place there. It should slide on pretty easily. And then you can see the groove there where the C-clip has to be installed, and this is it just in place on the actual linkage itself. This is what it looks like then with the C-clip in place. It takes a little bit of force to get the C-clip on. You might need to use a pry bar and a hammer to hammer it on there. And then to finish it off then, you just get the R-shaped retaining clip and push that through the hole in the centre of the pin. Having installed the vertical bush, I just went through the same process then for the horizontal bush, thinking that it would be just as easy, but this wasn't the case at all. So you can see here from this picture that when trying to remove the horizontal bush, the actual collar of the bush itself has seized to the pin, which made removing the bush pretty tough to do. The easiest thing to do here is just to access the upper bush assembly just by removing the airbox. And it really only should take you, 5-10 minutes to do this. It's not actually that hard to do. So just remove the upper part of the airbox by removing the 2 clips and push it back out of the way. And then remove the panel filter. And then to remove the bottom part of the airbox, there's 3 bolts that hold it in. So remove those 3 bolts. You can then gain access to this area here where you can see the gear linkage itself. You can remove the gear linkage by removing these 2 bolts shown here, the one right there and the one just to the side of it. So once they're removed, you can lift the gear linkage out of the car, and that allows you to gain access into the pin with the seized collar on it for the bush. This is what the gear linkage itself looks like. So it's just a piece of steel with a pivot on the end of it, and one side goes to the gearbox and the other side is the part that connects to the gear cables and the gear linkage. This is what that seized pin looks like with the collar still stuck on it, and you can see there that the rubber from the bush is still stuck around it. So the first job is just to remove that rubber and just clean it up, so you can use like a Stanley blade or a knife or whatever to remove it. Next thing then, you can just try some penetrating fluid like WD-40 to try and remove the collar, and if that fails then you can do what I do and you can resort to using a gas torch and some heat to be able to remove it. Once you've heated it all up, just be careful not to burn any of the rubber covers there, and then just use a pair of vice grips then to be able to loosen it and to get it off there. Then the next thing then is just to clean up the pin with a piece of sandpaper, just to get it ready for reinstallation into the car, and then you're ready to reinstall the new bush. Installation of the second bush is just the same as the first. Do the same sequence of putting it on, put on the C-clip and then put in the retaining R pin. And then you can have a check then of your gear movement to see is everything working okay, and see if you're happy with the gear selection after you've reinstalled the gear linkage again.